Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to GK today. I hope you all are doing very well. And today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 20th of June 2024. Let's start with our session. The first question is, which state government recently launched the mission Nishchay? So this is the state Punjab. Punjab Police, in collaboration with the BSF, that is Border Security Force, conducted a 1-week anti-drug campaign named as Mission Nishchay in Fazilka district from 15th to 21st of June. Okay, so they will engage the residents of 42 villages along the India-Pakistan border to gather intelligence on drug demand and supply, and this initiative aims to foster community participation with a special focus on youth and women in curbing the drug menace. Okay, so two things you have to remember. First of all, Punjab government has launched the Mission Nishchay, and what is the purpose? Purpose is to combat the drug related problems. Okay, now in the next slide we will see some important state related current affairs. The first question is, Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary recently seen in the news is located in which Indian state? So this wildlife sanctuary lies in Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh has finalized the preparations to reintroduce the cheetah in the Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary, making it India's second cheetah habitat after the Kuno National Park. Okay, so this sanctuary spans in 368.62 square kilometers across the Mandsaur and Neemuch district. It is bordered by Rajasthan as well. Okay, so initial efforts saw a Namibian cheetahs that were released in Kuno National Park in September 2022, followed by 12 more cheetahs from South Africa in February 2023, marking significant strides in India's cheetah conservation effort. Okay, so the location of Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary is Madhya Pradesh. Second is, Lachung region recently seen in the news due to road blockages caused by heavy rainfall and landslides is located in which Indian state? Heavy rains triggered severe landslides in the northern Sikkim's Lachung region. Okay, and it left nearly 1200 domestic tourists and 15 foreigners stranded, including the visitors from Thailand, Nepal and Bangladesh. Okay, so this disaster claimed 6 lives, and it obviously disrupted the road access and caused extensive damage to the infrastructure, power and communication networks. So rescue efforts are underway amidst the challenges that were posed by the disrupted terrain and adverse weather conditions. Okay, so Lachung region lies in Sikkim. Rajab Parb, recently seen in the news, is an agricultural based festival of which Indian state? This festival is celebrated in the state of Odisha. Why it came into news? Because recently it has been celebrated. Kheer Bhavani temple, recently seen in the news, is located in which state or the union territory? This temple lies in Jammu and Kashmir. Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? This wildlife sanctuary lies in Uttarakhand. Okay, which country will host the multinational air exercise named as Tarang Shakti 2024 in the month of August? So Indian Air Force will host their first multinational exercise named as Tarang Shakti in August 2024. Around 10 countries including Australia, France, Germany, Japan, Spain, UAE, UK and US are participating in this exercise with others as observers. So initially it was scheduled for late 2023, but the exercise was deferred, and the event will enhance the interoperability with the friendly neighboring air forces, obviously. Okay, so here correct answer is India. India will host this multinational air exercise named as Tarang Shakti. In the next slide, we will talk about some important military exercises that were in news in the year 2024. Recently, where was the Japan-India Maritime Exercise 2024 started? First of all, GMEX is the exercise between which two countries, India and Japan, and this year the venue was Yokosuka in the country of Japan. Okay. Recently, the 10th Wild Ass Population Estimation exercise was conducted by the Forest Department of which Indian state? This exercise was conducted by the Forest Department of Gujarat state. Exercise Tarkash, a joint counter-terrorism exercise recently held between which two countries? Exercise Tarkash is the exercise between India and US. Exercise L'Amitié, recently seen in the news, is conducted between which two countries? Answer would be India and the Seychelles. Okay, and the next one is recently, where was the second edition of exercise Red Flag 2024 held? Here answer would be Alaska, US. Okay, actually an Indian Air Force contingent including the Rafale aircraft participated in this exercise which took place in Alaska, and this advanced aerial combat training involved the air forces from different countries like Singapore, UK, Netherlands, Germany and the US. It is conducted 4 times annually by the US Air Force, and Red Flag simulates realistic combat scenarios with Red Force defending, the Blue Force attacking, which enhances international Air Force cooperation and readiness. This marks the debut of the Indian Air Force's Rafale in the Red Flag exercise. Okay, so what was the venue for the second edition of exercise Red Flag? Answer is Alaska. Which organization recently supported the Greater Chennai Corporation to achieve sustainable waste management in the city? So, Greater Chennai Corporation with World Bank assistance aims to enhance the trash management by 2026 to 27. Focus is on stopping the waste disposal at the Kodung Gayur dump. So, in a recent meeting with the state officials, the GCC discussed making solid waste management strategic, setting a zero waste goal, and eventually closing the Perungudi dump site following the success of Kodung Gayur. Okay, simply we have to remember that World Bank has supported the Greater Chennai Corporation to achieve sustainable waste management in the city. In the next slide, we will see important cities that came into news. Which city hosted the conference on India's progressive path in the administration of criminal justice system? This is Kolkata. Kolkata has hosted this conference. Dnipro city, recently seen in the news due to missile attack, is located in which country? Dnipro city lies in Ukraine, and which country has attacked on it? Answer would be Russia. Recently, which city of UAE has introduced a gaming visa for global industry leadership? This is Dubai. Recently, the Ashwa range of all-terrain vehicles with military potential was developed in which Indian city? So, Ashwa range of all-terrain vehicles with military potential has been developed in Bangalore city. And last is, according to IQ Air, which city has recently been ranked as the most polluted city globally? As per the IQ Air, Kathmandu is the most polluted city globally. Okay. Palamau Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? Here your answer would be Jharkhand, that is C option. So efforts are underway to relocate 2 tigresses and 1 tiger to retain 4 tigers in Palamau Tiger Reserve, which lies in the Chota Nagpur Plateau of Jharkhand state. So it is part of the Betla National Park, and it is among India's first 9 tiger reserves under Project Tiger, and it conducted the first ever tiger census in the year 1932. The reserve features the diverse terrain. It is rich in minerals like bauxite and coal, and it includes the rivers like North Koel, Auranga and Burha river. Okay, so the location of Palamau Tiger Reserve is Jharkhand. Now in the next slide, we will see important tiger reserves that were in news. Basically, we will see the location of all these important tiger reserves. The first one is Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? Nagarhole Tiger Reserve lies in Karnataka. Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Tamil Nadu. Tadoban Dhari Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Maharashtra. Rajaji Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? It lies in Uttarakhand. And last is Sariska Tiger Reserve, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? Answer would be Rajasthan. Okay. The next question is, Ministry of External Affairs recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which bank for digital payment services on eMigrate portal? So the Ministry of External Affairs and State Bank of India signed a memorandum of understanding to integrate the SBI ePay with the eMigrate portal. So definitely it would enhance the digital payment services for Indian migrant workers, and it would recruit the agents as well as other users. It was launched in the year 2014, and this portal automates the e-migration processes, primarily assisting the blue collar workers heading to the e-migration check required countries, while also it allows the voluntary registration for the ECNR passport holders. Okay, so Ministry of External Affairs has signed this MOU with State Bank of India. Purpose is to enhance the digital payment services on eMigrate portal. Okay, here our keyword is bank, and now let's see some banking related current affairs. Which state government recently announced a 10,000 crore rupees project funded by the World Bank to tackle air pollution? This is Haryana state. Haryana government has collaborated with World Bank, and they are getting 10,000 crore rupees to tackle the air pollution in the state. Recently, which organization has launched the Bank Clinic initiative to assist the bank customers with the grievance redressal? So this is AIBEA. What is the full form? All India Bank Employees Association. They have launched the Bank Clinic initiative so as to help the customers with grievance redressal counter. Airbus Helicopters recently signed a memorandum of understanding with which bank for helicopter financing in India? This is SIDBI. Full form is the Small Industries Development Bank of India. They have signed this MOU with Airbus Helicopters. Why? What is the purpose? So as to increase the helicopter financing in India. Which bank has recently launched the Pixel Pay, which is India's first virtual credit card? You can also be asked that what is the name of India's first virtual credit card? So that would be Pixel Pay. Okay, and here the correct answer is HDFC Bank. They have launched their first virtual credit card. According to the recent Asian Development Bank report, what is the expected growth rate of Indian economy in 2024 to 25? During this time period, the expected growth rate of Indian economy as per the Asian Development Bank is 7%. Okay, headquarter of ADB lies in the country Philippines. The next question is, which day is observed as World Day to combat desertification and drought every year? We celebrate this day on 17th of June, and it raises awareness about the severe impact of land degradation. This year, what is the theme? The theme is United for Land, Our Legacy, Our Future. This was the whole theme, and the theme itself highlights the vital importance of collective land stewardship to protect the environment and support the communities globally. Okay, so we observe this day on 17th of June every year. Let's see some important days and themes. The first question is, which day is observed as World Blood Donor Day annually? This day is observed annually on 14th of June. Which day is observed as World Day Against Child Labour every year? Answer would be 12th of June. Which day is observed as International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression every year? Answer is 4th of June. Which country hosted the World Environment Day 2024? We celebrate the World Environment Day on 5th of June, and the host country this year was Saudi Arabia. Which day is observed as World Milk Day every year? Answer would be 1st of June. Okay. What is the rank of India in the Environment Performance Index 2024? This is an extremely important question. Despite the Union government's environmental improvement claims, India ranks 176th out of 180 nations in the 2024 Environmental Performance Index, which is slightly better than its 180th position in the year 2022. So this index examines the green performance across multiple parameters, and since 2012, India has consistently declined in this index, highlighting the ongoing environmental challenges. Okay, so what is the rank of India in this index? Your answer should be 176 out of 180 countries. Now let's see some important questions regarding ranks and indices. The first one is, which public sector company was awarded with the third rank in the talent development category at the ATD Best Awards 2024? This is NTPC. What is the rank of India in the World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index 2024? In this index, India is ranked at 39th position. What is the rank of India in the World Press Freedom Index 2024? We are ranked at 159th position in this index. According to World Cybercrime Index 2024, what is the rank of India in cybercrime globally? So we are ranked at 10th position. And last is, which institution secured the 45th rank in Engineering and Technology of QS World University Rankings 2024. The QS World University Rankings 2024 has placed IIT Bombay at 45th position. Okay. Next is, Indian Railways recently operated the first trial train from Sangaldan to Rizi, crossing the world's highest rail bridge on which river? First of all, our railway minister, who is it? Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw. He has announced the completion of the first trial run of the Sangaldan-Rizi train, which crossed the world highest railway bridge, that is the Chenab Bridge. It is situated in Jammu and Kashmir, and the bridge stands 359 meters above the Chenab River. Approximately, it is 35 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. Okay. So definitely it marks a significant engineering achievement. So here correct answer would be C option, that is Chenab River. Okay. Now let's see some important current affairs regarding first in news. Recently the APEDA has facilitated the successful export of the first consignment of MD2 variety pineapples to which country? This is the country UAE. Yesterday we have talked about this question. Recently, who became the first Indian to win a 3-star Grand Prix event in equestrian? Answer is Shruti Vora, and she is from Kolkata. Which country became the first country to adopt the India's Jan Aushadhi scheme? This is Mauritius country. Mauritius is the very first country to adopt the India's Jan Aushadhi scheme. Recently, who has made history as the first Indian mixed martial arts, means MMA fighter, to win in the UFC? This is Pooja Tomar. Okay. And last is, recently, who became the first woman helicopter pilot of Indian Navy? This is Anamika B. Rajiv. Okay, she is the very first woman helicopter pilot of Indian Navy. Next is, recently, which regulatory body has been awarded the Risk Manager of the Year Award 2024 by the Central Banking of London, UK? So in 2024, Reserve Bank of India has received the Risk Manager of the Year Award from Central Banking in London. This accolade recognizes the efforts of RBI in enhancing the risk management policies and ensuring the financial stability in India. Okay. So Mr. Manoranjan Mishra, who is the Executive Director of RBI, accepted the award, and there he highlighted the RBI's achievements in risk culture and setting the benchmarks for global central banks in effective risk management practices. Okay. So RBI has been awarded the Risk Manager of the Year Award 2024. Now in the next slide, we will see important questions regarding awards and honors. The first one is, recently who received the Hindi Sahitya Bharati Award 2024? This is Krishna Prakash. Okay. Kavli prizes recently seen in the news are awarded for which field? Kavli prizes is given in 3 fields basically. First is astrophysics, second is nanosciences, and the third one is neurosciences. Okay. Which state recently hosted the Outlook Planet Sustainability Summit and Awards 2024? Answer is Goa. Ambaji White Marble, recently awarded a GI tag, is predominantly quarried from which Indian state? So Ambaji White Marble has recently got the GI tag. It is a product from Gujarat state. Recently, who has been honored with Global Excellence Award 2024 for outstanding contributions in the education sector? This is Chandrakant Satija. Fine. Now the last question is, burp tax recently seen in the news was introduced by which country? Here answer is New Zealand. New Zealand has introduced the burp tax in 2022, targeting the greenhouse gas emissions from livestock, especially the methane emissions from ruminant animals like cows and sheep, which are released mainly through burping. So primary goal of this tax was to reduce the methane emissions from these animals. However, New Zealand recently announced the scrapping of this tax. Okay, so burp tax was introduced by New Zealand country. Now let's see some international current affairs. Which country's scientists recently discovered new pattern of solar atmospheric rotation by using the CHASE telescope? This is the country China. The Chinese scientists using the CHASE telescope have discovered a new pattern in the sun's atmospheric rotation, providing the first accurate 3D picture of this phenomena. It was published in Nature Astronomy. This breakthrough enhances the understanding of the magnetic activity of Sun and atmospheric behavior. CHASE is a satellite project which aims to deepen the knowledge of solar dynamics. Okay, so your correct answer is China. Iskander-M missile system recently seen in the news was developed by which country? This missile system belongs to Russia. Which country hosted the 50th G7 Leaders Summit? Answer would be Italy. Recently, Cyril Ramaphosa has been re-elected as the president of which country? He has been re-elected as the president of South Africa. Beirut Island, recently seen in the news due to cyclone Ilsa, is located in which country? This island lies in Australia, and recently it came into news because it has been affected by cyclone Ilsa. Okay, so these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.